It has been a long time since I last played Aion. I first dabbled in it years ago when the game initially went free to play, and I'll admit it was some of the most fun I'd had in an MMO up until that point. WIGGY and I took multiple opportunities to play through the North American iteration of Aion published by NCSoft over 2016, 2017, and it was plenty of fun to play, but the leveling process was, I guess, a little tedious. So when Gameforge announced that they were going to release an update of this magnitude along with being reached out to do a sponsored video on the game, I jumped at the opportunity. I get paid to play a game I wanted to play anyway? Hell yeah! Life goal achieved! For those of you that want to play Aion with us, a download will be in the description and the pinned comment. We're going to be playing on the Aion server. Now, Aion offers two separate factions to choose from that are at war with one another, the Elios and the Asmodeans. Each faction has access to 6 classes: the Warrior, Scout, Mage, Priest, Engineer, and Artist. Each class functions more or less as a base class, allowing you to further progress into one of 2 advanced classes. Warrior has Gladiator and Templar, Scout has Ranger and Assassin, Mage has Spirit Master and Sorcerer, Priest has Cleric and Chanter, Artist can turn into a Bard only, which is pretty much the only class that can only turn into one single advanced class, and the Engineer has access to both the Gunner and Ether Tech. This makes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Carry the 1 divided by 3. Okay, well, it makes for a lot of classes to choose between. Character creation is pretty ridiculous though. It offers more sliders for the body and face than almost any other MMO I've ever played. I'm being completely honest here, almost couldn't decide on what I wanted to look like. I ended up settling on something though that looks, I guess, fairly reminiscent of me in real life. Super adorable. Upon first logging in, I noticed that the beginning area was quite different. Not only did I begin in a different area, but the questing was completely overhauled. What normally took you upwards of an hour or 2, depending on your class, only took my wife, Mrs. STIX, and I maybe 40 minutes. That was with us going along slowly to see the differences that were made. Granted, we still need to talk to this tree here, that tree... Wait, no, that was the wrong tree. Sorry for bothering you. This tree right here, and then this tree. Man, I mean, I don't mean to come off racist against trees or anything, but you all look way too alike for me to really be able to differentiate between you. Sorry. Then we go off and kill this guy, talk to the Great Deku Tree, and then fight this giant snake dude in an epic battle for supremacy. Thankfully, I regained my ability to fly, because if I didn't, I'd be dead right now. Even though I utilize guns though, I still, for some reason that is unbeknownst to me, attack this dude with a sword. Because, you know, I guess I like a challenge and I wanted to give him a handicap? After absolutely destroying him though, we're given the option to choose the main class we're going to continue throughout the game with. I chose Gunner because I thought it'd be really cool to go all dual pistols and shit like I see in the movies. I was an idiot though, and I regret not going with the Ether Tech. Oh my god, is that what I'm wearing? Oh man, my choice of fashion is comparable to what I'd put together in real life. This is, after all, why my wife is responsible for dressing me. I will admit though, from what I could see, the areas were fairly populated. I guess I don't really know what the faction population details are specifically, but each zone I went to always had people actively out and about. That's something you don't really see that often in MMOs these days because everyone is just AFK waiting for queues to pop. There are fun little minigames in Aion like flight training, requiring the player to fly through a number of rings within an allotted time frame to successfully complete the quest. I am an expert at flying, so it wasn't an issue for me. My wife, on the other hand, and don't tell her I told you guys this, but she failed hers the first time. I'm going to sum up the next hour or so of gameplay in a few seconds. I went here, there, over there, around here, killed that, and ended up here, murdering innocent lab technicians and breaking people out of weird test tube things, only to murder them. And oh, look, there's my adorable little waifu. I do want to know that our height difference in-game is rather reflective of our height difference in real life as well. I just have, you know, like slightly less curves. A little while later, I got teleported to a weird spiritual realm called the Space of Destiny, where I met God. And actually, she was quite the looker. She then went on to summon what can only be described as my worst nightmare to come kick my ass a second time. This time, however, I was much stronger and things turned out very differently. Aion actually utilizes this cool little flight system, I think, that transfers you from one location to another throughout the world. It's kind of reminiscent to the flight point in World of Warcraft, but, you know, you ride like little ethereal bird things. A few seconds later, I'm having a bit of an identity crisis. I'm now purple. This was my first real instance that I did. I had to kill this dude over here, save my boyfriend Rob over there, and make it out alive. I only managed 2 of those. I will admit, though, that there were a few times I bit off a little more than I could chew. Surviving as a squishy little gunner was significantly more difficult than I thought it'd be. And those assholes just would not stop chasing me. Like, legit, they would not give up, ever. So I finally made it out, but please, God, don't make me go back there, ever, ever. Please, that was just so painful. Again, that is my wife. She made a super attractive looking character. Yes, you can really make characters that look that damn good. I admit, I was a tad bit jealous of her. Oh God, he's beautiful! Where do I go to get a makeover like that? Never mind, it wasn't a makeover. It was actually a flesh-eating disease and was rather contagious. Whoops. Babe, I got bad news for you. One thing I did not know existed in the game, and it didn't actually exist when I played it last, were mounts. Mounting up to get between areas is definitely an improvement over the traditional walking around. Man, that was a chore. Who walks around on foot anymore when we can enslave little alien dolphin things with wings? Yes, I am a panda riding a horned alien dolphin with wings. What of it? You saw that. My wife tried to push me into the lava pit. If I suddenly die anytime in the immediate future, you guys know why. Is it because I had that flesh-eating virus? Babe. Babe. Holy, wow, I look freaking adorable. I'm not even kidding. Wow. Wow, I wish I looked that cute with glasses in real life, but unfortunately, Anyway, by the time my wife and I stopped, we made it to around level 42, maybe 43. We'd gotten halfway to max level by that point and decided that we might do a follow-up video featuring the climb to max level in the future. The leveling experience was definitely streamlined. It was significantly faster, easier, and overall just so much more fun to progress through. For the first time, Aion didn't really feel like progress was severely halted in every new zone we arrived in. Encounters were difficult. The player base seemed vastly more active than we remember it ever being in the past, and honestly, I don't think I've really had more fun in Aion. I cannot recommend playing Aion, especially the Gameforge iteration, more than I am right now. The large influx of new players, the streamlined leveling experience, the overhauled zones, classes, and the plethora of new content added, now is the time. If you were on the fence about playing the game, or trying it out for that matter, don't be. The most you lose is a bit of time, but you could gain so much more. Now, you will find a download to Aion in the description and pinned comment if you want to join us on our journey to max level. Again, we're playing on the Halion server. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing to my channel over here, checking out another video, or following me on Twitter at STIX to just chat or hang out.